At the start of the year, my dad said he wanted to start running every day before work. So he said he was going to go from our house to a park that's pretty nearby. So there and back, it's about 2 miles. And he was telling everyone about it. He even stopped drinking Coke. Like, he made a really big deal about it. But then obviously when like the new year came around, he didn't do it. Then like obviously we were all like asking, oh, why you're not going to do it? We were teasing him about it. But like, we just wondering why he didn't do it, why he didn't start. And he didn't tell anyone this. But I think it's because like it was too big a goal. It was 2 miles every day. He goes to work 5 times a week, so that's 2 by 5, which is 10 miles a week. And obviously if he was starting running, that's 10 miles a week is a lot. So it's like the idea they would have to run 10 miles a week, I think that's what got to him. And that's why I didn't, and that's why he didn't start running. It's the same with like learning English, because a lot of people, they're seeing like these courses that will get you fluent in 30 days, or have you ready to start a conversation or go to a job interview in 30 days. But like, that's not going to happen, because obviously like you should have big goals. You want to learn English as fast as possible, but you have to realize that you're not meant to know more than one language. Obviously you're trying to, but throughout history, from like the beginning of time, people have only had to know one language and know it in like a group of people. If there's 5 people, you all want to speak the same language so you can communicate. But like, obviously now you're trying to do something that 100 years ago you never would have had to do, but now you're trying to do it. And obviously like, you should feel happy that you're trying to learn, because the problem is that most of the time people, when they're not getting fluent in 30 days, they get angry at themselves, and that's what slows down their progress. Because they're not meant to, like, humans aren't meant to know multiple languages. Like, it was never part of our DNA. But you're trying to do something that should be physically impossible. So obviously you're going to make mistakes. Like, you can't get angry when you make a mistake over the conjugation of a verb, because 100 years ago this isn't meant to be physically possible, but you're doing it. So you should feel happy every time you make a mistake, because you're obviously learning English to get to a goal, right? Maybe you want to go to a different country so you can get a job and provide for your family. Or you're going to a different country, you can like take care of one of your relative kids or something. And so every time you make a mistake, you're getting closer to that goal, because mistakes you've heard it a lot, but mistakes are what help you learn. So every single time you mess up, you'll get closer to being able to get that job and provide for your family, or being able to take care of your friends or family's kids, your sister's kids or your brother's kids. Because the point is that every single time you make a mistake, you get closer. Even like, I'm a native English speaker, but even when I was a kid, I didn't come out the womb knowing how to speak the language. I obviously ended up making a lot of mistakes as a kid. So that's what's allowed me to get to where I am today. So the point is that every single time you make a mistake, you have to realize this was going to help me get to my goal. And you always have to keep your goal in mind, your goal of, oh, I want to be able to learn English so I can move to America to get this job so I can make this amount of money and send this amount of money back to my family. Or I want to learn English so I can go to England and take care of my sister's kids so I can help them grow and help them have a good life. So if you have that specific goal in mind, then if you mess up a word, then you won't feel bad, because you know that every single time you mess up, like, it's going towards a goal, it's helping you get better at speaking English. And so the point is that you shouldn't feel angry when you make a mistake, because the mistake is what's going to help you get to your goal. So make sure you know specifically why you're learning English, and just understand that mistakes are what's going to help you get to that goal. So every time you make a mistake, you take one step closer to that goal.